And we appreciate everybody watching us. Dozens and dozens of people watching us. Head right over to talk shows.
WATB, who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
Now, I'm about to show an image that is insanity. Some people refer to this as broadcasting, and it's going to be one piece of a puzzle that confused you the other night. What you're looking at here, our visual audience, is a screenshot from a show called Misery Loves Company. That is the show hosted by EZ's hero, Kevin Brennan. And you can count how many people are on the stream at this time. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people on the stream. Do you think, Easy, that might be too many people on the stream at one time?
Well, I mean, if they're doing a round table discussion on something, that might be able to work, but I imagine there's a lot of stepping all over each other.
Yeah, it's a lot closer to that. Let's take a very quick listen.
She yelled at me for asking for money.
So if Jake Hudson is the one talking, you know that you're probably in trouble. He's speaking directly to Scarlett Hampton, who is the young lady with the hat on in sort of the middle row there.
Scarlett, she yelled at me for asking for money. For begging
How about
for money.
Felicia?
Yeah, Scarlett's mean. Scarlett's just a meanie.
Yo, shout out Barry Ramsey.
I mean, I'm gonna take Scar's side on this because Jake, you're
I
always asking for money, dude.
Okay, so far we've got 3 people talking at once. Do I hear 4? Can I hear 4? Can we get 4 people talking at once? Zumach, okay, we've got 5 people talking at once. Can we possibly hear 6?
Liam's Jewish.
Oh, Liam's half.
Who is yo?
I agree, Scarlett. Free Palestine.
And you recognize that voice.
Yeah, Tom is on. How the fuck did that happen?
That's our friend, funny man Tom Myers, and he was a part of this. And he's a regular over on MLC. And at the end of this segment, even Chad Zumach had to say, Tom, you did a great job reading the chat. So this is going on at, I think it's 1 a.m. Eastern time. And, he says it on the stream. Liam sent me the link, and he's like, you should jump on. And I was like, what? No, that's the last thing I should do is jump on.
If I was awake, I definitely would have.
Well, yeah, that's actually why I sent it to you, just in case you got up to pee or something. And it's interesting because for somebody who doesn't know who we are, Zumach certainly knew who we were because Liam had mentioned that he gave me the link. You can't rewind MLC, so I just have to tell you he's talking about me, how he had sent me the link, Liam is, and that I was afraid to come on, which isn't entirely untrue.
But he's scared to come on.
A friend to me.
Can I send Northwest Ken the link?
Send Eric Zane the link.
Did you hear what your buddy Chad Zumach said?
Yeah.
He wanted you on.
Why aren't these people sleeping? Why is this happening at this hour? I don't understand.
Because there's a chance for them to make a little bit of money. And I do mean a little bit. Like KB makes a ton of money. And this comes a day after a stream that it's so engaging and so entertaining. I would just say go look for the Clippers. I think Pest has it. It's our buddy Liam McEnany, who's been on this show, just talking to Anthony Cumia about how he can't really pretend that he's not racist. And you can agree or disagree. And they disagreed, but even Cumia was like, yeah, this is a great conversation. This is how it goes, you know? So it's completely unclippable. But this is the next night. And Liam is the only person that Kevin Brennan doesn't pay for appearing on the show. He got him thousands of dollars because he was getting into it with Cumia and still not paid. Anyway, so that was just a little snippet of what it was, because you got an email of the link and I tried to explain what it was.
Was that email from you or from Liam?
Well, I forwarded Liam had sent the link. But
so if I just click on, was Kevin expecting anyone to show up?
I don't know. There were so many people, but a super chatter said, this is what CB radio sounds like when you hear truckers talking over each other, complaining about stupid shit. It's exactly what it was. And this is what it went down to 9. The number of people went on. I have never felt better about not being a part of a stream. Like just not pulling the trigger on being the 11th person on that stream. Easy. You're tougher than I am. You probably would have had some fun with it. But I probably would have gotten frustrated again. And you know what?
Well,
Mr. McGee, you won't like me when I'm angry.
Yes. Oh my God. That was still every time because I have the screenshot of you
Right.
saved in my phone with that
nice.
pure rage face. And sometimes I'll just be scrolling through and I'll see it. I'm like, oh my God. It's one of my favorite things. I'm hoping you're searching for it as we speak.
Oh, no, I'm not going to try to play that clip. I think.
No, I'm at just the still.
Oh,
but
the image.
Either way, it's so unnatural to see you angry.
Yes. But anyway, so Easy, you would have gotten in the mix. So if it's ever a little bit earlier, I'll tell Liam to send you the
at
link.
A normal hour. I would love to have these guys they beat the shit out of me, and I'd be all for it. I don't care.
Well, you would have had a friend on that screen. You had Tom Myers. Remember, he's our friend. So
right.
I think
who were the chicks? They were both cute.
So Scarlett Hampton is an adult film star who has been linked to streamer Ethan Ralph, and they were uninvited. It's not uninvited. They weren't invited to Hackamania, but they just kind of showed up to hang out. So I don't want to mischaracterize what it was. They weren't uninvited. They were never invited. And then they just showed up. So, yes, she is from the adult film world. And I believe that's Gilly over there in the top right.
I think she's cuter than the whore. I think Gilly
well,
is a lot cuter than the whore. The whore looks like fuck. Dude.
I just need to clarify. When you say whore, do you mean Clearwater Chad, who is the one right next to Kevin Brennan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He's not the cutest whore there. But at one point, she was Carmick's girlfriend. Remember the guy who we had playing? He was singing "Africa" by Toto on our show.
Okay, yes.
You didn't know much about him, yeah. And I know diving into the Dabbleverse right off the top is always a dicey proposition with Easy, but because I had emailed that to you, I wanted you to understand what it was, the bullet that you dodged by not being on with all those people. That is a great comment from the Real Kumia, who I know contributes to a lot of those channels. So the Real Kumia says there are more losers on the screen than in the chat. Yes, not entirely wrong. And Dame Tav Movie Show, I gave $2 to WATB and then found a 20 in my mailbox. Yeah, I do believe that's how our pyramid scheme works. So give us $2 and who knows, you might find $20. Thank you, Dame Tav.